I swear, I swear to God, I'm not lying. Like, earlier this morning, I went to go check Instagram real quick. And not lying when I make this up, I swear I saw another post saying that there was another plane crash. Hold on, this bathroom loud. Yo, I saw another post saying that there was another plane crash, and that's just like, I already have a fear for planes and stuff like that. And hearing that again for like the 13th time is terrifying. Like, we're in such a dark place right now. The world is getting more darker and scarier. And I just been running away from it in my own lane. You know, stuck in nostalgia, stuck in the 90s, stuck in the 80s, whatever it is that made me comfortable looking back at 2017. You get what I'm saying? But whenever the news hits you, it's just like, damn, and that's another reason why I don't watch the news. I try to stay off social media already at that. But then when you hop on social media and you start seeing bad news about stuff like that, it's honestly like terrifying. Like, I can only imagine what those families are going through, grievances and stuff like that. That's terrifying. We're in such a dark place right now. I can't believe the world is actually like getting worse and worse. Like, we said that this was gonna happen, you know, especially when you started studying the truth and stuff like that, and you know, the Bible, and you know, knowing that we're in Revelation and stuff like that. We've been in Revelation for decades. You start realizing, bro, it's like really getting worse out here. And this year, 2025, like, there has been so many plane crashes, so many accidents, so many attacks, crimes, murders, whatever it is. It's pretty bad out here. Like, it's pretty rough out here. The world is only getting darker and worse from now on. Like, we're in such a dark place in the world. Like, I was brushing my teeth, thinking about it again, and I didn't put no lotion on my face. Sometimes I don't do that, so my face might look a little ashy. But what I wanted to say is, but this world is in a dark place, and you know, I wrote down notes on this because I like writing down notes on information and stuff like that. I wrote down notes on this last year, but 2025 was like the icing on the cake. Like, it's getting worse. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I said it before. This year is really not that bad. I actually like this year. I actually like 2025. Like, off rip, I've been having personal stuff going on. I made some videos. I took those down because I don't need to have that up. Personal stuff been going down. Yeah, but life is never perfect. Yeah, but it's not bad. Like, it's already better than last year. We're only 2 months in, and it's better than last year. I turn 19 next Sunday, and in my head, I'm like, the time is flying. Like, really, I can't even believe that I'm about to be 19 and stuff like that. But I'm seeing how things is like the domino effects. Like, stuff is just getting worse and worse and worse and worse from now on. Like, the world is in such a dark place with all the crime and all the confusion that's going on and all the new agendas that they've been pushing on the people, on the kids and stuff like that. The new beliefs that people believe in, all the bullshit that's been going on consistently since COVID, since Biden became president. Like, it's bad. It's really bad. Like, the world is bad, man. I could talk more, like, deeper into it, get more in depth into it. That's like my plan. But I can't believe how bad it was. I wanted to talk about this last year, but before I even got this phone, I wanted to talk about this. But then I was like, I was hesitating. I ain't gonna lie, I was hesitating. But then now I'm just bringing it up a little bit right now. It's crazy. I talked a little bit about it earlier this year. You know, January I had some peer pressure. People just asking me, "What are you doing with your life?" and stuff like that, and that takes a toll on you too. Whenever anyone is just asking what you're doing with your life, that takes a toll on you. That's a form of darkness, right? Peer pressure, negativity. People don't believe in you and stuff like that. And then you hear the news. You hear all the bad stuff going on. You hear personal stuff going on. You got stuff going on within your life. You got stuff from school. You got stuff from work, money, bills, whatever the hell the case is. Someone passed away, funeral, etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew the world was getting bad, that I have so many people that I grew up with pass away. Like, we all have people who passed away, but like ever since 2022, man, that number just been going. Like, people, it's rough out here, man. I can't believe how bad that it really is getting, like, realistically. I can't believe that I woke up to another plane crash. What is going on? And that's not even the worst of the worst. There's more bad going on. Like, the world is horrible. You know what I'm saying? But the world do got good in it. The world has a lot of good in it, but I ain't seeing that no more. All I've been seeing was bull. And that's messed up. I don't know. Like, I don't know if this year is gonna keep up with the moods that I've been feeling. Like, the vibes that I'm feeling. I don't know. I was feeling a little bit of it at the end of last year. And mainly, like, what I'm talking about is, like, the mood that I've been feeling. But what I mean, I wanna expand that, because it's not only me in the world, obviously. What I want to say is, I don't know if this year is going to keep up with the good and the bad mix. Like, I'm not going to lie, I kind of mess with a lot of the things that's been going on this year. Like, I like the dunk contest. You know, Mac is a go. He been saving the dunk contest, because after, I ain't gonna lie, 2017 is a goated year, but I felt like after 2016's dunk contest, man, that shit fell off. 2017 wasn't bad. 2018 was good. But I wasn't really feeling 2019. You know, my guy had dunked over J. Cole and stuff like that, and Shaq. I don't. 2023 wasn't bad. It was good because of him, Mac. And then I don't like last year. Last year was like mad boring, mad like anticlimactic. I was like, what is this? But this year was good. Castle was putting up a good fight against Mac. Mac was goated. I'm watching that and I'm like listening to like my 90s, and I'm just like, it's not bad. It's not bad. I mess with it. I mess with the dunk contests. I mess with the vibes. I mess with the Super Bowl performance, like I said already before. I mess with the Super Bowl too. I mess with a couple of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, how good can things get, and how bad can things get? How good is it gonna feel for people? Is people gonna feel the same way I'm feeling? Is people, obviously people's gonna have their own opinions and stuff like that, but for me, things don't feel that bad on that side. Things are bad more on the personal side of us, if you get my point. Like, obviously music is still shit and movies is still trash right now, but for what it is, like, you know what I'm saying, I mess with it. I mess with this year. Like, I really like this year already more than last year. Last year was terrible. And it's also because I also feel like I have a goal to hit. I have a goal to reach, so I feel like I like where I'm getting at. Last year was bad, man. Even though, you know, my mentality was good and certain things were good. Like, my mentality, the things that I was watching and into, I was away from everything else. I just wasn't feeling it. Like, everything else was shit. Like, the music and the movie, it just was all bad, man. I don't care that I graduated high school. I wasn't feeling it. 2023 was boring as hell. The only good thing out of that was, like, Uzi rolling loud with the strippers. That was hard. 2022 was a horrible year for me, man. That year was the worst version of me. I hate that year. You know what I'm saying? I hate that year, and I hate bringing up these years, man. I don't like these years. They were boring. That's why I like to it's a mind game for me. I always tend to stay on my imagination and the away and never talk about this, but I gotta talk about it for this channel. And then 2021 realistically wasn't bad, you know, now thinking about it, because back then I hated it. When I was in the year, I didn't like it, but now I'm like, nah, that's like top 3 of this decade and stuff like that, and so on and so forth. But I don't know how anybody else is gonna feel about this year, like how I feel. I mess with certain things that's going on this year. I don't mess with everything, but I mess with certain things. Like I said, for what it is okay. But back to the other side, it is gonna get worse from now on. Realistically, when you start studying the truth, you start realizing that, you know, we're only in the end. But I feel bad for the things that's been going on for certain people. You know, we are in some dark times, and that's the title of my other video. But we are in like rough times, man. The world is like pretty bad, man. You know, when you start checking out the news, that's why I advise just staying away from it. you start seeing people's reactions, you start seeing people go crazy, then you start hearing the bad thing itself. I would advise staying away from it, but, you know, do what you gotta do.